Picture this. You wake up one morning, walk into your kitchen, and the first thing you notice is all the stains on the counter, grease on the cabinets, and dishes piled up in the sink. Everything's just stacked up, and you're probably thinking, where do I even begin with all this? Today, I'm here to help you get ready for the new year by giving your home a deep clean. In the last video, we went through decluttering and getting rid of things we didn't need anymore. If you haven't seen it yet, I really recommend checking it out to feel the difference it makes. But today is all about cleaning every corner of your house, wiping down all the surfaces, and creating a fresh new space to welcome the new year. A clean home doesn't just make you feel more relaxed, it also creates a comfortable, healthy environment to live in. So, if you're looking for a little motivation to clean and refresh your space, don't miss this video. Let's dive into a day of cleaning full of energy and inspiration. Let's begin with the living room. This area is often the most used in the house, so it's important to keep it clean. The first thing I do is wipe down all the surfaces. I start with the coffee table, TV stand, and any other flat surfaces where dust or spills can accumulate. I use a microfiber cloth and a gentle all-purpose cleaner to wipe down everything. I always clean the larger surfaces first, like the coffee table or side tables. These areas tend to collect food crumbs, drink rings, or fingerprints, especially if you have kids or pets. After I clean the main surfaces, I check underneath the tables and along the edges where dust tends to hide. It's easy to miss these areas, but taking a minute to wipe them down makes the whole room feel cleaner. Next, I move on to the shelves and any decor items like picture frames, vases, and lamps. These things might seem small, but they collect dust pretty quickly. I use a soft cloth to dust them off, making sure to clean both the top and the bottom of each item. I also wipe down the TV stand and any other media consoles. These spots often get overlooked, but they can accumulate a lot of dust, especially around electronics. Don't forget to clean glass surfaces. If you have a glass coffee table or TV screen, I use a glass cleaner to remove any fingerprints or streaks. It's quick and easy, and it really makes a difference. Finally, I also pay attention to hidden spots like the corners of the room or behind the furniture. These areas are easy to forget, but dust tends to build up there. It only takes a minute to clean under the couch or behind the TV stand, but it makes the space look a lot tidier. Once I've cleaned all the surfaces, the living room feels much cleaner. Now we can move on to the next part of the house. Let's keep going. And by the way, if you enjoyed this cleaning session today, stay tuned for the next video where we'll talk about some simple old-school habits that can help you save a lot of money in 2026. These tips are easy to follow and can make a real difference in your finances. You won't want to miss them. But for now, let's finish up today's cleaning and keep moving through the house. Next, let's move on to the kitchen. This is usually the busiest area in the house, so it can get dirty quickly, especially with food splatters, grease, and crumbs all over the place. I like to start by cleaning the countertops. These surfaces collect crumbs, spills, and dust throughout the day, so it's important to wipe them down first. I use an all-purpose cleaner and a microfiber cloth to remove any messes. Be sure to clean around the edges and corners where dirt tends to build up. Once the countertops are clean, I move on to the sink area. This can be a problem spot in the kitchen because it gets dirty fast with dishes, food scraps, and water stains. I scrub the sink with a non-abrasive cleaner, focusing on the sides and around the faucet. Don't forget to clean the faucet itself to remove any water spots or soap buildup. After the sink is clean, I clean the stovetop. This is one of the areas that gets greasy the quickest. If there are any food spills or grease marks, I spray some degreaser and let it sit for a minute before scrubbing it off. For a deeper clean, I take off the burners and clean them separately. It helps to wipe down the oven knobs and surrounding areas too, since they can get sticky. Next, I move to the microwave. If your microwave has food splatters on the inside, I spray it with a mixture of water and vinegar and let it sit for a minute. This makes it easier to wipe off the stains without using harsh chemicals. I also clean the outside of the microwave, wiping down the door and control panel. Now it's time to clean the fridge. I check the shelves for any expired food or spills. If something's spilled, I wipe it up immediately. I also clean the handles and outside of the fridge to remove fingerprints or stains. If you have any drawers in the fridge, don't forget to wipe those down too. Finally, I clean the floor. I sweep or vacuum to get rid of crumbs, dirt, or food that might have fallen. After that, I mop the floor to get it sparkling clean. Once the kitchen is cleaned, it feels so much fresher and more organized. Everything looks better and the kitchen is ready for use again. Now let's head into the bedroom. This is a space where we spend a lot of time, so it's important to keep it clean and comfortable. I usually start with making the bed. It might seem simple, but making the bed immediately gives the room a cleaner, more organized feel. I fluff the pillows and straighten the blankets. If the sheets need to be changed, I'll go ahead and replace them with fresh ones. A well-made bed makes a big difference in how the room looks. Next, I focus on the surfaces. I wipe down the nightstands and any other furniture. I use a microfiber cloth and a gentle all-purpose cleaner to remove dust, fingerprints, and any spots. Don't forget to clean the lamp and the light switch. These are areas that can collect dust quickly, but we often overlook them. Once the furniture is clean, I move on to the closet. I don't do a full declutter here, but I will quickly check for any clothes that need to be put away. I hang up any shirts or jackets that are out of place and fold any items that need to go in the drawers. If I have extra time, I'll organize the closet a little, but the goal is to just tidy up, not reorganize everything. Then I go to the floor. I start by vacuuming to get rid of dust, dirt, and any little crumbs that might have fallen. I also make sure to vacuum under the bed and any furniture, since these areas tend to gather dust and dirt. After vacuuming, I give the floor a quick wipe down with a damp cloth if needed, especially if there are any spots. Finally, I check the windows and curtains. I wipe down the windowsill and clean the glass with a glass cleaner. If the curtains need it, I shake them out or spot clean any stains. Once everything is cleaned up, the bedroom feels much fresher and more peaceful. Now I'm ready to relax and enjoy a clean, organized space. Next, let's move on to the bathroom. This area can get dirty quickly, so it's important to clean it regularly. I always start by cleaning the sink. I apply some cleaner around the faucet, sink basin, and the counter. I scrub away any soap scum or toothpaste stains, then wipe everything down with a microfiber cloth. Don't forget to clean around the faucet and handles too, as they often get water spots. After the sink, I move to the toilet. I use a toilet bowl cleaner and a toilet brush to scrub the inside of the bowl. Then I wipe down the outside with an all-purpose cleaner, including the seat lid and the area around the base. I make sure to clean the flush handle, as that can carry a lot of germs. Once the toilet is clean, I go to the shower or bathtub. I spray the walls and tiles with a bathroom cleaner, or a mixture of vinegar and water, especially in areas where soap scum builds up. I scrub the tiles and the edges around the tub or shower to get rid of any grime. If there's a shower curtain, I wipe it down, or if needed, toss it in the wash. Next, I clean the mirror. I use a glass cleaner or a vinegar solution to wipe down the mirror, making sure there are no streaks. This step really makes the bathroom look brighter and more polished. Now it's time to focus on the floor. I sweep the floor to get rid of dust and dirt, and then I mop it with a bathroom-friendly floor cleaner. I make sure to get into the corners and edges where dust tends to collect. Finally, I replace any used towels and tidy up the bathroom accessories like soap dishes or toothbrush holders. I also make sure the trash can is emptied. Once the bathroom is cleaned, it feels fresh and ready to use again. It's a small space, but it makes a big difference to keep it clean and organized. Next, let's focus on the storage areas around the house, like closets, drawers, and any other places where things tend to pile up. These areas can get messy quickly because we often just toss things in there without thinking. I like to start with the closets. First, I open the door and take a quick look at what's inside. I don't do a full declutter here, but I do a quick check to make sure everything is in its place. I hang up any clothes that are left out, fold the ones that need folding, and make sure there's nothing on the floor. If I have time, I'll straighten up the shelves a bit, but the goal is just to make sure everything is neat and easy to access. Next, I move on to drawers. These can easily get cluttered with random stuff. I open each drawer and sort through it. If there's something I don't need anymore, I toss it or put it in the donation pile. I make sure everything is organized so it's easy to find what I need next time. It doesn't need to be perfect, just functional. For kitchen cabinets or pantry shelves, I'll pull out any expired food or products that aren't used often. I wipe down the shelves to get rid of dust or crumbs that can build up over time. I try to arrange things so that items used most often are in the front. Finally, I check under the sink or any other storage spaces around the house. I wipe them down and make sure everything is organized so it's easy to find what I need when I need it. Cleaning these storage areas makes everything feel a lot more organized, and it's easier to find things when you need them. Now, let's tackle the windows and high areas. These are spots that often get overlooked, but cleaning them can make a big difference in how bright and fresh the room looks. First, I start with the windows. I like to clean both the inside and outside if possible. I spray some glass cleaner on the window and use a microfiber cloth to wipe it down. I go over the entire window, making sure to get rid of fingerprint streaks and any dust that's built up. If the windows have sills, I wipe those down too because dust tends to collect there. Next, I move to the high areas. This includes things like ceiling fans, light fixtures, and any shelves or decorations that are up high. I use a step stool or ladder to reach those spots safely. I start with the ceiling fan blades, gently dusting them with a microfiber cloth. If they're especially dirty, I might use a little bit of cleaner to wipe them down. I also clean light fixtures or lampshades. These can gather dust quickly, and since we look at them often, it's good to keep them clean. I wipe them down with a soft cloth, being careful not to damage the bulbs or fixtures. Finally, I check any tall shelves or other high furniture. These can easily collect dust, so I wipe them down as well. Don't forget to clean decorative items up high, like picture frames, vases, or plants. It only takes a few minutes, but it makes the entire room look cleaner and brighter. Once the windows and high areas are clean, the space feels fresher and the light comes through better. Now we're ready to move on to the next task. Now let's move on to one of the most important steps, vacuuming and mopping the floors. This is something that really ties everything together and makes the entire house feel clean. I usually start by vacuuming all the rooms. I go through the living room, bedrooms, and hallway, making sure to get into all the corners and under the furniture. These areas often collect dust, dirt, and even pet hair, so it's important to get them. If you have carpeted floors, make sure to go over the area a few times to really get the dirt out. For hardwood or tile floors, I still vacuum to pick up any crumbs or debris before mopping. Once I've vacuumed the whole house, I move on to mopping. I start with the kitchen and bathroom floors since those areas can get dirty faster. I fill up a bucket with warm water and add a floor cleaner. I use a mop with a microfiber head because it's gentle and effective. I mop the floor in sections, making sure to go over the areas that get the most foot traffic, like around the sink or the door. When mopping, I like it to go with the grain of the floor, especially if it's hardwood. This helps avoid streaks and keeps everything looking smooth. I rinse the mop head regularly to keep it clean and avoid spreading dirt around. Once the floors are mopped, I give them a few minutes to dry. While they're drying, I make sure to wipe any baseboards or edges that might have dust or dirt on them. Vacuuming and mopping the floors doesn't take too long, but it really makes a big difference in how clean the house feels. It's the final touch that ties everything together. After the floors are done, the whole house looks polished and fresh. Now that everything is clean, it's time to make the house smell fresh and inviting. Freshening up the space can really make a big difference, and it's one of the easiest things to do to bring everything together. First, I like to start with the kitchen. After cleaning up, the last thing I want is for the kitchen to still have lingering food smells. I use a natural air freshener or a homemade spray, something simple like a mix of water and a few drops of essential oils like lemon or lavender. I spray it around the kitchen and let it air out for a minute. Next, I head to the living room. This is where most of the time is spent, so it can sometimes smell a bit stuffy. I like to light a scented candle or use a diffuser with essential oils to fill the space with a pleasant scent. Citrus scents are great for a fresh, clean feeling, but lavender is perfect for making the space feel calming. If I'm not in the mood for a candle, I also use a fabric refresher spray on the couch and any soft furniture. I give it a quick spritz to freshen up the fabric and get rid of any odors. This is especially great for any spots where pets or kids have been hanging out. For the bathroom, I always make sure to leave it smelling fresh too. I'll use a bathroom-specific air freshener, or I'll leave a small bowl of baking soda and essential oils in the corner. It's a simple and natural way to keep the bathroom smelling clean and free from bad odors. Finally, I open the windows for a little while. Fresh air can really help circulate the room and eliminate any remaining smells. It's a quick and easy way to make sure the house feels fresh all around. Once the space smells fresh, it really feels like the entire house has been reset. Everything looks clean and now it smells great too. Finally, let's head outside and clean up the outdoor areas. If you have a porch, patio, or garden, giving these spaces a quick cleaning can really make your home feel complete both inside and out. I usually start with the front door. This is the first thing people see when they visit, so I like to make sure it's clean and welcoming. I wipe down the door itself, especially around the handle, since this area can get fingerprints or smudges. If your door has glass panels, I clean those with a glass cleaner to get rid of any spots or streaks. I also clean the doormat, shaking it out or giving it a quick rinse to get rid of dirt. Next, I focus on the patio or deck area. If you have outdoor furniture like chairs or tables, I wipe them down to remove any dust, dirt, or pollen that might have built up. For outdoor cushions, I shake them out or spot clean them if needed. Sometimes I'll even give them a quick wash if they're really dirty. After that, I sweep the front porch or deck to clear away any leaves, dirt, or debris. If you have a garden or plants, make sure to clear out any dead leaves or weeds that have accumulated. It's a simple way to make the outdoor area look tidier. Lastly, I check the outside windows and glass doors. They can get just as dirty as the inside windows, especially if it rains or if there are sprinklers nearby. I use the same glass cleaner to wipe down the windows and glass panels of the doors, removing any water spots or dirt. Once the outdoor areas are clean, your home feels put together from the inside out, and it's ready to enjoy. And that wraps up today's cleaning session. Now your space should feel much fresher and more organized inside and out. A clean home really does make a difference, and it's so nice to have everything tidy and ready to go. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like and share it with anyone who might need a little cleaning motivation. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you won't miss any future videos. In the next video, we'll dive into some really practical tips on how to save money in 2026. We're going to talk about old-fashioned habits that are still incredibly effective today. Habits that could help you save thousands. You'll definitely want to check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.